She came to public attention because of a senseless, terrible tragedy that cost her the life of her son, an experience that I think still remains almost incomprehensible, except we see it still happening. We see it happening over and over and over again. We are watching it on our screens. We are feeling it in the pit of our stomach, that the kind of terrible violence that we all too often see costing the lives of a young person, particularly a young Black person, is still with us. Both Lucy and Sybrina understand that better than anyone should ever have to. You know, a lot of people can raise their hand and say, oh, no, I'm not biased. But and I think all of us have to really search our own hearts, minds, and souls. They live with bias. They live with implicit bias. And they have to recognize it in themselves, and they have to fight against it in themselves, and they have to point it out in others. We don't know what happened to Sandra Bland in her jail cell. We don't know what happened to Breonna Taylor inside her own house. Come on, this is not acceptable at all, anywhere in our country. Everybody has to do more and do better, and we have to support people like Sybrina and Lucy, who have suffered the worst that any parent can suffer, and have turned their mourning into action. I just hope that we can come to terms with what's happening and have an honest reckoning that holds people accountable and that changes the way we think about each other and treat each other, and particularly those in law enforcement, and create a better situation between law enforcement and all the rest of the people in our country, and particularly in communities of color.